War, a force that has shaped nations, collapsed empires, and rewritten the world as we know it. Today, we explore the 10 biggest wars in human history, conflicts involving millions of soldiers, unimaginable destruction, and events that altered civilization forever. This is not just a list. It's a journey through humanity's darkest and most defining moments. If you enjoy history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Let's begin. At number 10, the 30 Years' War, lasting from 1618 to 1648. Estimated deaths, approximately 8 million. This war began with a religious spark, a conflict between Protestants and Catholics in the Holy Roman Empire, but quickly grew into a full-scale European power struggle. Entire regions of Germany were destroyed. Some villages lost over 50% of their population. Starvation and disease killed far more than the battlefield. By the time peace was signed in 1648, Europe was transformed politically, religiously, and militarily. It marked the birth of the modern nation-state system. At number 9, the Napoleonic Wars, spanning from 1803 to 1815. Estimated deaths, 3 to 6 million. Napoleon Bonaparte sought nothing less than European domination. For over a decade, France battled coalitions of major powers like Britain, Austria, Russia, and Prussia. Massive battles like Austerlitz, Borodino, and Waterloo defined the era. Napoleon revolutionized warfare with fast-moving armies and new strategies still studied today. His defeat reshaped Europe's borders and ushered in a century of relative peace, until the 20th century shattered it. At number 8, the Russian Civil War, lasting from 1917 to 1923. Estimated deaths, 7 to 12 million. After the Bolshevik Revolution, Russia collapsed into chaos. The Red Army fought the White Army, while foreign powers, the US, Britain, Japan, France, intervened. The war included mass executions, widespread famine, and brutal battles across a collapsing empire. By the end, the Bolsheviks emerged victorious, forming the Soviet Union. This conflict shaped global politics for the next century. At number 7, the Mongol conquests, spanning from 1206 to 1368. Estimated deaths, 30 to 40 million. Led by Genghis Khan, the Mongols created the largest land empire in history. Their armies were unstoppable, fast, organized, and ruthless. Cities like Baghdad, Kiev, and countless others fell before them. Some historians say entire populations were wiped out. Yet the Mongol Empire also fostered trade along the Silk Road, connecting east and west in ways never seen before. At number 6, the Qing Dynasty conquests, lasting from 1618 to 1683. Estimated deaths, approximately 25 million. The Manchu people fought to conquer China, overthrowing the Ming Dynasty and establishing the Qing. This war is rarely discussed outside academic circles, but it was colossal in scale. Huge armies clashed across northern and central China. Civilians suffered heavily, and famine followed the warfare. The Qing would go on to rule China until the early 20th century. At number 5, the Taiping Rebellion, lasting from 1850 to 1864. Estimated deaths, 30+ million. One of the deadliest civil wars ever recorded, the Taiping Rebellion was led by Hong Xiuquan, a man who believed he was the younger brother of Jesus Christ. His followers created their own kingdom, the Heavenly Kingdom of Peace, which challenged the Qing dynasty. The war spread across central and southern China, destroying cities and farmlands. Entire provinces were left in ruins. By the time it ended, as many as 30 million people were dead. At number 4, World War I, lasting from 1914 to 1918. Estimated deaths, approximately 20 million. The Great War pulled in over 70 million soldiers. New weapons, tanks, poison gas, machine guns, created unimaginable carnage. The world saw battles like the Somme, Verdun, and Gallipoli. Entire empires collapsed: the Ottoman, the Austro-Hungarian, and the Russian empires. And despite being called the war to end all wars, it set the stage for an even worse conflict. At number 3, the Lushan Rebellion, lasting from 755 to 763. Estimated deaths, 13 to 36 million. This rebellion nearly destroyed the mighty Tang dynasty of China. It began when General Lushan turned against the emperor. The fighting caused massive upheaval, starvation, mass migrations, and widespread slaughter. Some historians estimate that 1 in 6 people on Earth died during this war. It remains one of the least known but deadliest conflicts in history. At number 2, the Second Sino-Japanese War, lasting from 1937 to 1945. Estimated deaths, 20 to 35 million. Before World War II fully began, Japan invaded China, launching years of brutal warfare. Events like the Nanjing Massacre, the bombing of major cities, and widespread atrocities made this one of the darkest periods of the 20th century. This war eventually merged into World War II, becoming part of the global conflict. At number 1, World War II, lasting from 1939 to 1945. Estimated deaths, 70 to 85 million. The deadliest war in human history. World War II spanned Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Pacific. More than 100 million soldiers were mobilized. Key events included the Holocaust, D-Day invasion, the Battle of Stalingrad, and the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This war reshaped the world, creating the United Nations, the Cold War, and the modern political order we live in today. These wars were catastrophic, but they were also transformative, shaping humanity's course for centuries. Which war shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.